Japan is known for its rich culture, futuristic cities, and tranquil traditions. But behind this calm exterior lies some of the most chilling urban legends in the world. From haunted dolls to faceless spirits and bathroom demons, here are 10 terrifying Japanese urban legends you should never forget. Kuchisake Onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman. In the 1970s, a terrifying story began spreading like wildfire among Japanese schoolchildren. A woman, disfigured and vengeful, roamed the streets wearing a surgical mask. At first glance, she might seem ill, just another cautious person covering her face. But she was hiding something far more horrifying, a mouth split from ear to ear. Legend says she was once a beautiful woman who was mutilated by her jealous husband. Her spirit returned as a yuri, a restless ghost armed with a sharp pair of scissors. She would approach lone children and ask, "Am I beautiful?" If the child said no, she'd kill them on the spot. If they said yes, she would remove her mask to reveal the hideous gash. Then ask again, "What about now?" Say no, and you're dead. Say yes, and she'll slice your mouth to look like hers. And how? Some say the only way to escape her is to confuse her with an answer like, "You're average," or throw her candy to buy time to run. The legend caused so much panic in the 70s that some schools required children to walk home in groups. Teke, the crawling half-ghost. Teke is the ghost of a schoolgirl who suffered a horrific death after falling onto train tracks. A passing train cut her body in half, and her upper torso was all that remained. But her soul didn't rest. Now she appears at night dragging her bloodied torso across the ground with her elbows, producing the sound, teke. Witnesses say she moves incredibly fast despite lacking legs. She carries a sharp scythe or sickle, and anyone she catches will be sliced in half just like her. The legend says she's angry because no one helped her before the train came. One story tells of a boy walking alone at night, seeing a girl in a window. Before he could respond to her strange question, she jumped out, revealing her lower half was missing. She's also associated with tunnels, schools, and abandoned buildings, always looking for her next victim. Kashima Reiko, the ghost in the bathroom. Kashima Reiko's tale is closely linked to that of Teke. According to the story, Kashima was a young woman assaulted and left for dead. She collapsed onto a train track, and her body was severed by a train. Now her ghost haunts public bathrooms, especially in schools. She asks visitors, "Where are my legs?" If you hesitate or answer incorrectly, she cuts you in half. The correct response is to say, "Your legs are at the machine station." Then if she asks, "Who told you that?" you must reply, "Kashima Reiko told me." These answers supposedly confuse her and let you survive. Her name is an acronym meaning mask, death, and devil, reinforcing her image as a ghost of deep pain and vengeance, aka Manto, the spirit of the red cloak. Public restrooms in Japan are notoriously filled with ghost stories, and aka Manto is one of the most terrifying. This ghostly figure, usually male, wears a flowing red cloak and a white mask. While you're seated on the toilet, he appears unseen and asks, "Do you want red paper or blue paper?" Say red, and you'll be slashed until your clothes are soaked in blood. Say blue, and you'll be suffocated until your face turns blue. Any other color results in you being dragged to the underworld. The only safe option? Say, "I don't want any paper," then leave quickly. AKA Manto is thought to be a metaphor for strangers offering choices that lead only to doom. He's become a staple of Japanese horror culture, especially among school kids. Akai Heya, the Red Room Internet Curse. In the early 2000s, a disturbing internet legend began circulating in Japan. It involves a mysterious pop-up ad that appears while browsing the web. It asks, "Do you like?" Closing it causes it to reappear with a full message. "Do you like the Red Room?" If you click again, you'll see a list of names, and yours is among them. Those who encounter the curse are found dead shortly afterward, their rooms stained with blood. The legend gained traction after a real-life tragedy in 2004, the Sasebo slashing, where an 11-year-old girl killed her classmate. Investigators discovered the Red Room site bookmarked on her computer giving the legend a horrifying real-world connection. Some say the legend was originally part of a flash animation horror short that mimicked the curse pop-up, the Okiku Doll, the haunted hair-growing doll. In the 1910s, a boy bought a traditional doll for his little sister Okiku. The girl adored the doll, even naming it after herself. Tragically, she died from illness at a young age. The family placed the doll on a household altar, but soon noticed something strange. Its hair began to grow. Originally short, it reached shoulder length, then waist length even when cut. A monk told the family that Okiku's spirit had possessed the doll. In 1938, they donated the doll to Manenji Temple in Hokkaido, where it remains today. Monks still trim the doll's hair regularly, which continues to grow mysteriously. Some believe the hair has been tested and found to be human. Kokuri-san, Japan's Ouija board. Kokuri-san is a Japanese spirit summoning game similar to the Ouija board. Players write the hiragana alphabet on a sheet of paper, place a coin in the center, and lightly touch it with their fingers. Then they summon Kokuri-san, a fox dog raccoon spirit, and begin asking questions. The spirit supposedly answers by guiding the coin over the letters. But the rules are strict. You must say goodbye at the end of the session, or risk being cursed. You're also required to discard the coin and pen afterwards, or bad luck, even death may follow. Many schools have banned the game due to reported cases of students fainting or behaving strangely afterward. Noppera-bo, the faceless ghost. At first, the Noppera-bo looks like an ordinary person until you look closely at their face. Suddenly, their eyes, nose, and mouth vanish, leaving only smooth, blank skin. These faceless ghosts are not necessarily harmful, but they appear to scare or traumatize their victims. They often disguise themselves as familiar people, even friends or family, before revealing their blank faces. Noppera-bo have appeared in Japanese folklore and kabuki plays for centuries, symbolizing deception and psychological fear. The Inokashira Park Curse. Inokashira Park in Tokyo is known for its scenic beauty and romantic rowboats, but local lore says that couples who ride together on the lake will soon break up. The curse is said to come from Benzaiten, the Shinto goddess of love and jealousy. She supposedly becomes enraged by displays of romantic affection in her sacred waters. Many couples report having major fights or breakups shortly after boating on the lake. While it may just be coincidence, the curse is so well known that some locals avoid the boats entirely. Hitobashira, the human pillars of Japan. Hitobashira refers to the ancient practice of burying humans alive inside buildings to ensure structural integrity. This was believed to please the gods and protect the structure from disasters. One famous case involves Matsu Castle, built in the 1600s. After parts of the castle repeatedly collapsed, builders kidnapped a young dancer during a festival, killed her, and buried her in the wall. Afterward, the construction proceeded smoothly. Legend says her spirit still haunts the area. The castle reportedly trembles when women dance nearby, prompting a ban on public dancing in the surrounding streets. These stories are more than just ghost tales. They reflect deep cultural fears, ancient traditions, and unresolved trauma. So the next time you visit Japan, be careful where you walk, what questions you answer, and never underestimate a whispered legend.